Okay, so we have 3 labels on the 30, 60, 90 triangle that are different, but hypotenuse stays the same. The other 2 are still legs, but we're going to name them short and long, right? Because one is shorter than the other leg. They're not the same. So you just see in your eyeballs which leg is shorter, which leg is longer. So the short one is the one with just x, and the long leg is the one with the x squared root of 3. So usually you can just use your eyeballs to figure that out, but you might also notice that the short leg is across from the smallest angle, which is 30, and the long leg is across from the middle angle, which is the 60. Yeah. So then the hypotenuse is just always the hypotenuse no matter what. Okay, so here's why this one's a little more tricky. Because we have a square root of 3 now, but we do have this 2, right? That doesn't have a square root on it. That's kind of nice. So the length of the longer leg is the square root of 3 times the length of the short leg. So if we start with the short leg, that's the easiest scenario because we just take it times 2 or take it times root 3. That's the ideal situation if we just start with the short leg, but that doesn't always happen. The length of the hypotenuse is 2 times the length of the short leg. So we're using now 2 different numbers to find our missing pieces. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and fill in our rules down here so we can use these while we fill out this table. So if you start with the short leg, here's what you do. You multiply by the square root of 3 and 2 to get the lengths of both sides. So if you have the short leg, all you're doing is multiplying. That's the ideal situation. Doesn't always happen though. Okay, if you start with the long leg, here's what you do. You're going to start by dividing by square root of 3 to get the short leg. Which that's kind of nasty, but you know, it is what it is. Okay, and then if you start with the hypotenuse, here's what you do. You divide by 2 to get the short leg. So you can use these rules to help you get started if you go to a problem and you're not sure what to do. So let's start with the first line. So what are we starting with? What does a 6 represent? Okay, since we're starting with the short leg, let's go read our rule. It says to multiply by square root of 3 and 2. So that's what we're going to do. So we're going to take our 6 and multiply by square root of 3 to get our long leg. And take our 6 and multiply by 2 to get our hypotenuse, which is 12. Okay, questions about that? Okay, next one, we have 20, which represents our hypotenuse. So I'm going to go read my rule. What does it tell me to do? If I have the hypotenuse, divide by 2 to get the short leg. Okay, so we're going to take our 20, divide by 2 to get our short leg. I am going to write these steps out so you guys know like where we got 10. All right, when you're looking back at your notes, if you just write 10, you might not know how we got that. Okay, and now we have our short leg. So we're just missing the long leg. So what do we do? Yeah, so we just take that 10 times square root of 3. Okay, next one. We start with the long leg. This is the least fun one. Okay, so if we start with the long leg, we first divide by square root of 3. Okay, to get the short leg. So we're going to take that 4 root 3, divide by root 3. Okay, this one works out kind of nice. Those can cancel out. So we just have 4. Okay. To get the hypotenuse, 2 times x. So we take that 4, double it. Okay, what are we starting with? What's the 2√3 represent? Okay, so if we have a short leg, multiply by √3 and 2 to get our other 2 sides. Okay, we do want to simplify this. √3 times √3, we get √9. What's the square root of 9 equal? So we get 2 times 3 equals 6. Okay, questions? Okay. Hypotenuse, we just need to double the short leg. So we're going to take that 2√3 and double it. Okay, so this is not something we do a whole lot. So what exactly what 2 numbers are we actually going to multiply together? Yeah, just the 2's, because those don't have the square root over it. So we just combine those and leave the square root alone. So 2 times 2 is 4, and the square root of 3 just stays square root of 3. Okay, 8. Start with long leg. Our rule says divide by √3 to get short. So we're going to take that 8, divide by square root of 3. Okay, is there anything we can do with that? Technically, yes, but we haven't learned that, so we're just going to leave it like that. Okay. We have the short leg, double it to get the hypotenuse. Okay, so 16 over √3. Okay, with this 27, we're going to follow the exact same steps as the 8. So we're going to take out 27, divide by √3. Take our short leg and double it. Okay, so 27 times 2 is 54. Okay, you guys want to try out the last 2? Okay, take a moment, try out the last 2. See if you can get them. So to go from hypotenuse to leg, my rule says to divide by 2, so you take that number and divide by 2. Now you can actually divide that 8 and 2 out, right? 8 divided by 2 is 4, just to make that look a little nicer. Okay, and then once you have the short leg, what's my rule say to do? Multiply by √3 and 2. So since I'm getting the long leg, that is where I use the √3. Okay, what's 6 times 3? Okay, so we get the square root of 18. Did anyone simplify that? Square root of 18? You can simplify that using 9 and 2. So we get 4 times 3 times square root of 2, which is 12 square root of 2. Okay, so that one was a little tricky. I hope everyone could get the 18 themselves, though, because if you have just a whole number for the short leg, it's really simple to get the other two. All you got to do is take your 18, tack on a square root of 3, take your 18, multiply by 2. Okay, questions about that?